Welcome to a small video on KNN, nearest neighbor classifying. I'm going to demonstrate it to you using a simple example. So this is the code I already written. So we're going to use from some kind of a module. We're going to use the K-neighbors classifier, and the model we're going to use it with n neighbors is 1, which means that we're going to look only at the first neighbor. So the next step, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a simple train data set, and I'm going to use two variables in that train data set. So it could be length and height, something like that, or size and weight. And for the first thing it's apparently 1 and 2, for the second thing it's apparently 2 and 3, and for the third thing it's apparently 1 and 3. And I also have to indicate to which class it belongs. Is it in the 1 or 2 or 3 or class? So the first thing I'm gonna put in class 1, second in class 2, and the third in 1. And I prepared a little bit in Excel in a small picture. So basically I've got these as a data set. So 1, 2 and 1, 3, that's one kind. And I've got the other kind is 2, 3, and that's the other kind. And basically the aim of this KNN is, if I put a random dot here, it probably belongs to this class or doesn't belong to this class. That's the idea. Okay, back to the program. So you see 1, 2 and 1, 3, that were the left dots, and they are all belonging to the first class, the 1, 1, and this dot 2, 3 belongs to 2. Okay, now we need to train the model, and so basically what we're doing is, in the first thing here we indicate what's the input, and this is like, hey, this dot belongs to this class, this dot belongs to the other one. So if I do that, well, okay, it trains apparently. But let's test it, and for this I'm gonna make a test set. And let's see, we can put more data in it, but I'm just gonna put one data in. Let's see, 1, 2. We expect it to be 1, right? Because it's closest to that. Then we're gonna test that thing. And we're gonna see, what he says, what's the prediction. So what do we do here? So we've got the X and the Y train data set. We used it to fit the model. And then with X test we're gonna see, okay, but what do you now, when the model was trained, predict that this data set belongs to? Now let's see. Well, okay, this is good, right? This is what we expected. And we can check now a little bit with different values. Let's see. Okay, this is also what we expected. Let's go back to this one. So let's take 2, 2, right? Oh, that's actually quite difficult, because it could be this one or this one, because the distance is both 1. So let's take 3, 3. Let's see what he will guess for 3, 3. And 2. And that's what we expected. We expected that it would belong to the most right class. So this seems to work. This is a real simple example. And I'll explain a little bit more in the next video.